everyone to our latest community event. We are seeing these grow every time, and we've got some really exciting, very relevant and timely topics to go through, in particular today. So I'm very excited to get into today's workshop. For those who don't know me, I'm Hannah Clark. I'm the executive editor of The Product Manager. Before we get into everything, we would like to know, what is the AI product or product idea that you have been working on? Michael's got a link in the chat there for you to post, let us know what you're working on, if it's an idea, where you're at with it. We're just curious about where you're at right now and why you've kind of been drawn to this particular topic. And while you're doing that, let's introduce our guest for today. So today we're going to be speaking with an award-winning PM director, YouTuber, and the host of the Product Insider podcast, introducing Dr. Nancy Lee. If you want to say hello.
Hi, Hannah. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Nancy and I go back a little ways. We worked together a few times, and she's just wonderful. Nancy is a very inspiring story. She moved to the U.S. as an immigrant with $800 in her pocket. And then she, since then, has become a director of product within 4 years. She held leadership roles at multiple Fortune 500 companies. Her AI Smart Cities product received the Mayor's Best Practice Award. That was before AI products were what they are now. So she's a veteran in the space. She's over 1 million YouTube reviews on her channel, where she shares a lot of product management knowledge for folks for free, as well as offering a community of 100,000 product managers, as well as a course that we'll be talking more about towards the end of the session. But yes, Nancy, if there's anything you want to add, please.
No, that's a great intro, and thank you for having me. And for guys who have known me for a while, actually, we have our own podcast and YouTube. I'm also LinkedIn Top Voice, and we have been on Hannah's podcast twice already, and so glad to see everybody again.
Yeah, very glad to have you again. So we'll get into the meat of today's discussion. So just to give you guys a little bit of overview of what we're going into here, we've got kind of a discussion period first to kind of talk about, like what exactly are we here for? What makes a good AI product? Why do so many of them fail? What makes one that succeeds? We'll talk about some case studies that you guys can take some inspiration from, many pulled from Nancy's course. And then we'll talk about Nancy's framework that she's developed that we're going to be sharing with you, which is kind of the cornerstone of what we're going to be discussing today. We'll do a bit of a hands-on period for about half an hour, in which we'll be kind of looking to you for, what's your AI product idea, and we can validate it in real time. And then we'll be doing some Q&A throughout, as well as at the end of the session. So that's just what to expect as we move on through I wanted to say course, but through this session. So to get us started, Nancy, what does make an AI product good, and what separates it from, right now we have like a sea of other AI products that just kind of are here today, gone tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Currently, there are every single week or maybe every single day, there are new AI product launch. In my personal opinion, there are three key factors make an AI product really stand out. Number one is actually the quality of the outcome, because everyone can create Doc Nancy AI coaching, which we have. I have Nancy AI in my company. People can do mock interview with me, right? You can also do mock interview with ChatGPT. Hold on, my son. Today's school is half day. Oops. Half day school. I got interrupted. I'm back. Okay. Yes. Number one, which is the quality of the outcome. And even within our own company, you can do mock interview with me, with Nancy AI. But you can also do mock interview with like ChatGPT as well. However, literally we did mock interview with one of my students earlier. She was, I was using ChatGPT and Cloud to practice my interview answers, but it wasn't good, right? So which means the quality of the AI outcome is very critical, number one thing. Number two, which is the user experience and user trust. The experience version, which is very straightforward, so you can talk to the AI chatbot, many different AI element. I think that experience there is more about how people really trust the outcome. How can people like reply in terms of, hey, the answer is not what I expected? How to provide feedback or validate? One of the live example we had is Apple last year. Apple launched those like written math, the sketch math, using iPad. And so we should use basically you write down any equations and then iPad is AI gonna solve it for you, right? What if it solve very complicated math problem? You're like, you know what if I don't trust AI give me the right answer? Right?
Mm,
So in that situation, what you do that is the A like UI UX design for AI invented system for users to number one trust, or number two compare the result, and number three send the feedback back to Apple in this case, and then Apple can continue to improve. So there's more all the entire user trust, and number three is scalability because AI product break all the time.
mm.
In our company, we launched two real life AI product. People can log in right now. AI interviewer interview with me, Nancy AI, and also like AI resume writer, right? As our company building our own product, we see that the AI let's say scalability means maybe day one is working. As more people using it, it break in many different ways. It can break in terms on like hallucination, data drift, concept shift, as example, could also break in terms of A is all the data pipeline running on cloud. Somehow the cloud integration with another element doesn't work. That lead to ML ops for AI product. So in summary, three things, what I discussed, like um, the quality and also user trust and plus scalability of AI that make a great AI product.
Okay, well, this is all very, very good points to take into account. So you had mentioned before that about 80% of AI products right now are failing. I don't know if that number is still current. I feel like it probably fluctuates quite a bit day to day. So what do you think are some of the most common missteps that people make? How can we avoid them?
Mm. Actually, there are seven deadly signs of AI implementation that went wrong. Actually, the common one, let me start from the top one, actually, most people make. And number one is technology first approach. Like a
Mhm.
lot of AI, let's put AI everywhere. It sometimes doesn't work. We can give more example regarding when AI fail, but in general, just like we want to use AI from
Yeah.
executives. If you don't use this, your job is not secure. It's crazy stuff going on. We have seen this real life story. Last year, Amazon had Amazon Kindle team. They have a new VP. VP very big on AI, and it's like secret, literally super secret. And they put the original PM in the Amazon Kindle team in on PIP because they are not original AI PM. They come from traditional AI is new. And the new VP just like bring in lots of like new AI PM because they want to make a trend doing AI. I think this is taken to extreme. They make it like we have to use AI, so which means the technology first approach. Yeah, they are doing Amazon, many companies doing lots of secret projects, some things like that. I call it technology first approach. Lead to a lot of failures. The second common mistake lead to bad AI product, which is data quality failures, which is very straightforward, as I mentioned. The garbage in, garbage out. So when you do not have the best AI, the training data, your AI just give you something that's not accurate. I guarantee everybody today, you use ChatGPT to mock interview, help prepare an answer. You go in for interview, you fail interview for sure. I guarantee you cannot land an offer. So it's more the data quality is missing in it. And then there's also other things such as like algorithm bias. Which I think in general you guys know what it means. So there's different algorithms have different bias, depends on original who trained and what the original data coming from. And then there's also scalability challenge, as I mentioned earlier, missing ML ops capability, like model monitoring, and all those are making AI product that's good for day one, maybe day seven, and then maybe first month max. It just start to go downhill. So that's the scalability of AI product is missing. Of course, there's other things I can discuss later on, but the top ones on top of my mind, and I believe people need to pay close attention to.
Okay, yeah, these are all very, and I've definitely seen examples of all of those in practice. It's quite a time to be alive. So you've got a few examples of some really great AI products. So speaking of the inverse of that, did you want to share some of those today to help inspire what's possible, what kinds of things are succeeding in this space?
Yeah, I can share with you guys some live product example demo, what's look like for the product we launched inside our AIPM bootcamp. So basically, last year, in the past 12 months, we launched 40 different kind of real life AI product. The definition of real life means people can log in, directly use it today, variety different things and out there. So I can give you guys some examples of product what look like so that you know how fast you can create one and also what the importance of scalability I mentioned earlier. People can literally, you can do something, it's a break. But let me show you what's look like. So let me share my screen. Let me go here. Bear with me. I put it up. Let me see how share sound.
As you're getting going there, Nancy, we have a question from Chris. How large is your development team? Just trying to understand the size of a team that was able to produce 40 products.
Oh, great question. Great question. Okay, so the way it works is, I guess able to see my screen right now. I want to make sure
Yes.
it's working. Okay, great. So let me pause those demo right now. Okay, great question. So the way it works is we inside AIPM bootcamp, we can talk about later on, but the size of team depends on this. We each cohort will have 10 teams on average. Each team will have about 10 people, including product managers, data scientists, designers, front-end developers, and back-end developers, and the lead like AI engineer as well. So that's the whole team. So each team launch one product, and then each cohort have 10 teams. And every year we run like every season, every 3 months, one cohort. So that's where the 40 coming from. So we have multiple different teams running in parallel to launch this real life AI product. Each person go in and launch it as example. Okay, cool. Great question. Great question. Yeah, that's the size. Basically 10 people. 10 people like AI development plus AI product manager team. Most real life experience you ever had. And then people find it basically they see this as launching a real life AI product as a startup company. And some of them directly raise funding, and some of them go to like a Y Combinator, and some of them, of course, use it to land a job. So say different route you can do after you create your real life AI product. But that's a approach we did. Yeah, each team 10 people, then we'll have 40 teams in the past year. Okay, cool. Great question. Feel free to put the questions in the chat. Let me share with you regarding what the example of different products. So basically, this is all the demo. Hold on, where it is. You will see on my screen is we have demos, the cohort 3 demo, cohort 4 demo, amendment demo, cohort 5 is ongoing right now. Okay, those are different project. As I mentioned earlier, one of the reasons why there's only 8, project 8, not 10, Dr. Nancy, because we cut off some project because they want to go stealth mode and go for Y Combinator. We have company when they launch the product after 11 weeks, they have 4 law firms as early adopter using the product within 11 weeks, including development plus go-to-market strategies. So that company decided to Nancy just coming off completely from the demo video, so they don't want people to copy their idea because they already have 4 law firms as early adopter within 11 weeks. So that's the reason. That's why you do not see all of them, but some of them they choose to share with others, some of them they do not. Okay, so now for the speed of time, let's go. Do I 24? I see my team. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me pause here. So let me give you some overview regarding what this story time, AIR match, and AI travel made, all of this. And this is AI story time. This is first place. So each of the cohort will rank 1, 2, 3, 4, first place. And we also invest with also our program will also invest some companies, and as an angel investor, we own 10% of equity for some of the top teams. So it's more like mutual selection regarding do you need investment or not. Okay, in high level. So for example, this company, they created the real life, the AI product is called Kids Story Time. It's AI reading like stories to a 4-year-old. And that it, more than reading stories, they're actually very interactive regarding what the experience look like. Literally, people cry like after watching this later on. But if you have kids, you might cry. But anyway, so let me play this. You will see what's look like in terms of demo.
Designed it. We
Are you able to? Are you? If you guys cannot hear it, you need to let me know. I assume you can hear it. Okay.
think that most of our users are going to be on their phones, and eventually here you have user profiles. If you have multiple children, you can select your profile, and then you come up with this story screen that lets you choose. It lets you customize your story, so you can pick the theme if you want things like responsibility or conflict that you want your child to hear a story about. You can set the duration. In future states, we're planning on also having different voice options to let you select a voice that your child really likes, potentially changing the tone, having a bedtime story mode, things like that. And then if you click confirm, you get taken to this screen and it lets you start your story.
Okay. And then after you
Here,
start
some of
story,
this is
just a
actually let
live
you see
example.
Lucy interacting with the product.
No sound, by the way.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Choose
Discord and
Tell her, what would you like to hear a story about today?
I like to hear about a story named A Unicorn Needs Help when she's at the doctor, and her mommy and daddy had to go into the doctor and help her. And they're the doctors.
Here we go. Once upon a time, in the magical land of Sparkle Grove, lived a unicorn named Celeste. This is the story of Celeste's brave visit. Celeste needed to go to the doctor because sometimes even magical unicorns get sniffles. Her mommy and daddy were doctor unicorns. How fun! Celeste felt a little nervous. It's okay to feel that way sometimes, isn't it, Lucy? Doctor visits can feel a bit unfamiliar. Now, do you think Celeste should hide under the sparkly blanket and hope the sniffles go away? Or should she take a deep breath and ask her mommy for a big hug before the visit? What do you think?
Ask her mommy to give her a big hug.
Celeste snuggled into her mommy's warm hug. It's okay to be a little apprehensive, sweetie, Mommy Unicorn said, using a big word. Apprehensive means a little was helped. Lucy, do you think Celeste should play with a toy unicorn to feel braver? Or should she sit quietly with Mommy and Daddy and take deep breaths to feel calm?
Play with the toys, and then she can wait her for the doctor to come.
Celeste found a toy unicorn with a sparkly horn, just like hers.
Okay, we can listen to those interactions for the whole afternoon. Especially, I have a 4-year-old and 1.5 years old. I think you guys get what it means. Sorry, I should make it screen bigger earlier. If you guys want to see the full demo from us, let us know. And then let me play now. This is more like live interactions. We also have people doing the AI match, art match. Before we play this demo. By the way, this is all people log in and use it. Right, our product is that you can use it today. Just request a link, you can use it today. And actually, many of those are launching on Apple app stores, or some of them go through Y Combinator to make it like more in different ways, more competitive. It's a different, just any, and we have so many projects here. If you need any links, just let us know. We can send you 40 different links. Of course, we'll give you a timestamp if you're interested. But let me give you a quick overview regarding what this product is. Okay, this is Art Match AI. So this is another product we developed, which means you go into your home, you want to purchase any art in your home. Currently, our purchasing experience and delivery experience, discovery experience is very difficult. You need to go to an art show and you think about, oh, well, I put this art on my wall, with how big is it would look like compared with my color of my couch, is syncing up or not. And some art freaking expensive sometimes. Some art shows, they make tens of $1,000s. Something could be $200, can do the deal. Sometimes you have $30, $20 paintings, and they all look great. Sometimes $20 could look like $200. $200 could look like $2,000 if you match it correctly with your ambiance and your mood, everything as well. Okay, so AI match, like our match AI product, the way they did multimodality of the AI. So they use those VR element to scan your home, and then they also have art marketplace based on your choice, and it has so many different kind of art present on Instagram and other places. They source what's your interest and start to do recommendation match, and then project it into your room to see what's look like, and then you can purchase through their platform, through anybody, any people selling art globally. So that's the real life AI product. Now, let me just play this so you can see what's look like. Maybe I can see double speed, time to speed. Speed. Wait, how do we, no.
So once that's done, you come to an optional page which allows you to enter additional details for creating your profile. You can skip this and resume it at a later time. So let's go ahead and start your first search. So these screens are only come up the very first time, and the intent here is to guide the user through a first time search, just to kind of walk them through it. So we'll go ahead and select painting, move on, and all of these are optional, so you can skip these. You will select the kind of medium you want, the kind of room you're decorating. Move on to the size if you want to make selections here, and your budget, color scheme, and lastly, the style. Once that's done, then you can visualize all of your searches. And from here, as you can notice, this gives you your searches based on your content that you've asked for. In the future, these will be further enhanced based on deep learning to provide collaborative filtering and other kinds of recommendations. From here, the user can interact with this art, like a painting, favorite a painting, and this further enriches the user interaction database, which will personalize the art. You can also click on any of this art and view it in your space. Click here and you can see details of this art, which would be the size. And in the future, you can in a cohesive do a search from the home picture. This here is you also back to a search chat engineering work and want to view your, and then the selected art is now rendered.
Yeah, rendered to your
obviously this
home.
Is still a work in progress in terms of detecting in the room into the database board. So what they favorite and then obviously payment progress, but that's the last couple of slides, and then we'll start is I think challenges. So the key challenges. So the next slide we have pause for and it's work in progress, details and account settings. I think those maybe and their renderings, etc. And then obviously payment details and account settings. Photo user cadences, the user dashboard.
I think
the last thing I want to show you is if you can hit the user dashboard.
The visualization tool.
What we've attempted to do here is create some sort of a user dashboard or profile page where the user can then see their purchase history, what they favorited, what their uploaded room photos may be, and their renderings, etc. And then obviously payment.
Okay, so that's what's look like. And I believe in the middle, they are doing the upload to the room and doing rendering, basically put this picture in the room and present what's look like. Now just like, this is kind of tool I need to find the exact timestamp for you guys later, but you get the gist of it. So that's a product they already have, which is using AI to our recommendation matching you and project it to your room. Okay, so that's high level. I have more examples if you want to take a look, but that's roughly speaking what the real life AI product look like. And the best part is the engineering development time is only 2 months. The first months or a few weeks, they're doing AI hypothesis, really validate, can AI solve this problem? And do I have real user who is willing to pay and buy? This clearly I am willing to pay for this myself. That's why they build entire payment process for people directly purchase art and also project it to a room today. And also projection technology, we also validated earlier in terms of even you purchase things on Amazon, Amazon has a feature, you buy a water bottle or anything and you can project it to a room to see how big the real size of water bottle. So it's also quite available in terms of technology. And that's all part of the original first few weeks to do the model evaluation and user like a voice custom interviews, AI hypothesis, building an AI MVP without coding. And then once they have the software engineer on board, the later on 2 months, it's just a fast speed without taking detour and to create something that people may not like or may not have existing data available, or the quality of data is worse. So that's why the first few weeks of AI hypothesis is very critical, which is also why we're giving you a deep dive regarding how you can do the same as well. All those products, they only develop within 2 months. And after 2 months, they launch it, have real users. And the first month is what we teach you today, which is the AI hypothesis.
Let's move on to the framework. And Nancy, if you wouldn't mind providing links, we've got some interest from folks who want to see some more of these demos, and if we have links to live products or websites that we can share as well. Let's dig into the meat here, into the framework that we can use to validate.
I'm putting the link here in the chat for people who is interested. We have each demo is 3 hours. So if you want a summarized version, you can say summarized version. Right now, I just give you the 3 hours link, the one I just used.
All right. So, okay, perfect. So let's get into the framework. So I guess we could take maybe a high level view of the framework itself, kind of how it works, and then maybe we can use the framework to validate a suggestion from someone viewing and walk through it in real time.
Perfect. So we teed up regarding the importance of AI hypothesis. Now you know why we can develop 40 products within 12 months. It's fast because we get to the point faster and validate ahead of time. Let me share some slides. Right. Let me share some quick slides here. So we'll go through the framework quickly. Let's do slideshows. Basically, traditional way for people to develop AI projects is a waterfall methodology. I will not speaking about that at all. So that's leading to lots of failure. Okay, and it's using the traditional agile methodology. Nothing's wrong. It's just very even agile methodology. If you use agile methodology to develop AI product, it will still lead to lots of detour. I guarantee you cannot launch 40 within 12 months. 40 products within 12 months because there's lots of detour. So what is non-detour and most effective way for you to have a straight line, have successful product, and save you lots of time and money through engineering making mistakes is a framework I share with you, which is the AI hypothesis framework, how to validate AI feasibility without coding is the right way to build the AI product. Okay, so now let me give you, this is the overview regarding what I mean here. Let me have different circles here. The entire framework, let me validate what you see. Our traditional product management is doing this product MVP, and also which is doing voice customer interviews and build your MVP, test out with like users, right? This is traditional agile methodology. This part, nothing's wrong, but lots of people are missing this circle, which is AI hypothesis. Okay, so what is the AI hypothesis loop, including following ways? First of all, you need to set your AI hypothesis, which I give you a statement what to look like. And then you need to create your data strategy. As I mentioned, the quality of data really decide the outcome of your own product. And then, and then you go through the AI POC, which is non-coding methodology to test out if your AI model is capable of creating the outcome you're looking for. And then you validate input output with customers before even hiring engineers to code. Okay, later on session, I'm going to see you the real life examples how you're able to validate input output without coding, without even vibe coding, without anything, but test out can AI actually solve the problem and gain user trust, which is also key defining factor for all the successful AI product. Of course, before you have everything, which is you use Gucci framework. I personally invented Gucci framework, which is a product strategy framework, and I have free YouTube training regarding what is Gucci framework. I also have a blog post talking about what is a product strategy using Gucci framework. And today, I just want to emphasize on AI hypothesis framework right here for the sake of time. Okay, so now let's break down the AI hypothesis framework, those 4 circles here. what it's about and how to use it. So basically, this AI hypothesis framework is a new circle defined specially to remove failure risk connected with AI ahead of time. And then it's going to help you to gain clarity on the real need for AI, identify technical difficulties earlier, and identify data constraints and identify business constraints as well, and test market solutions before committing to internal development and discover how AI generate real value quickly. So now let me give you the statement of AI hypothesis. It's only one sentence statement, but it's include this really 5 different important elements. So you can put this way, if I deliver the AI result in this form, means AI explainability, with this quality, which is AI metrics, to this person, which is AI user, he or she is in position to do the thing, means desirable action, which in turn create this value, which is a clear business value, and which I can capture percentage in this way. This is monetization. For example, the AIR match, their monetization strategy is they take a percentage of the cut based on the sold art through their AIR match platform. All right. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. So you can download all the framework towards the end. Feel free to take a screenshot and download later on for the 40 different AI product lifecycle questions and prompt you can use to design all your own AI product. Okay. Hold on. I think my team. Let me go through this. Let me break it down. This real life. I think we'll go through the examples. Okay. So now let's apply this for AI explainability in the case of Apple Watch as example. And then we will do the data strategy with Rukai for Apple Watch. And then I will expand the framework and using my real life personal health data. Personal secret just revealed. Only slept for 5 hours yesterday. But anyway, so let's go back up. Okay, so now this is AI hypothesis. Let's use AI hypothesis for Apple Watch as example. If we want to like make Apple Watch smarter for AI. What this look like is the following. If the Apple calls the Apple Watch user, which is AI user in this case, and to suggest actionable recommendation clearly connected with the gains in productivity with 50% precision, he or she is in position to perform the suggested action, which in turn improves their life quality in a perceptive way, while also increase revenue of services provider in off-peak times and our company capture a commission. Okay, so in this AI hypothesis statement, we have our own hypothesis, then we validate. And first of all, cost means AI explainability, so which means AI will speak with a client and he should suggest like different kind of regular notifications. And for example, could say, hey, Nancy, let's schedule a massage for you tomorrow so that you can relax on your important presentation today. As example, I hope they can. They can give me like a recommendation like this. Then AI user clearly whoever use Apple Watch. I personally don't use Apple Watch. I use this Aura Ring. I'm not sure if everyone use it or have seen this before. And equivalent of Apple Watch, I think is 10 times better and track your sleep pattern better. And then AI user is people who like a busy professional who want to improve the sleep quality or health in general, right? And now like the AI metrics is what you define the metrics, right? And here the hypothesis you need 50% precision, right? So 50% means that 1 out of 2 recommendation generate predictable benefit. All right, and you can also increase the bar higher. You can make it 80%, whatever. But here, when we recommend health recommendations, we want to have 50%, which means, for example, massage, maybe one of the massage recommendation is great, but they can also recommend other stuff for me. I don't know, sleeping better, different things, right? So like we said 50% as example here, so one of those sleeping recommendation or massage is something like, and the end users will definitely feel like it's great benefit for them to potentially take action as example, right? So this is a precision, 50% of the recommendations you may hit their biggest pain point as the example, right? And then you talk about desirable outcome can improve the life quality, which I need more sleep myself. And here, clear business value here is, in terms of like increased revenue of services provided off peak time. Revenue of services means, let's say if they recommend me to do massage, and the massage place will increase the revenue. I'm interested in taking that myself for sure, and many other recommendations. So that's all the business value, and the monetization, they take a percentage of the cut if people do go to those massage place. Okay, so now for data strategy, now you have the AI hypothesis. Where the data strategy coming in is, where the data is literally collected. So now, first of all, before we do this, I do want to show you this picture, why I use this hypothesis, where it's coming from. This one. Very sad. Okay. This is my sleep score using Oura Ring yesterday. Very sad. I told you guys, very sad. 80 score, 80 out of 100, but looks really bad. Your total sleep, 5 hours, 58 minutes. Very bad for me. Efficiency, whatever they have this. And then they show me the entire sleep pattern. First of all, I went to sleep really late, 12:30 a.m., really dead. I have 4-year-old and 1.5 years old. Every single day, I'm struggling to do everything. Okay, I need enhancement myself. And then my entire sleep score. And then you can tell at 6 a.m. I woke up because my kids got up at 6. And they woke me up. And I tried to fall asleep again. And then finally I got up at whatever, 7 something. Okay, I have really bad sleeping habit, and also like being woke up by my kids all the time. Just the sleep quality was bad, right? So now my ring right now is capture this every single day. It's called Oura Ring. Everyone should get one if you want to enhance your sleep. All right. And then if you build AI hypothesis to this, I want you guys to see this as like Apple Watch. Okay. So to do that, which is the same thing, you already have like a AI hypothesis, so you're able to track all the data. But my app right now, which is Oura Ring app, they see me sleeping really bad. Their recommendation be, oh, Nancy sleep really bad, try to go sleep early tonight. Was that, I know, but my kids get up 6. You know, as example, right? As I have other stuff going on in my life. So I wish the AI can take one step further, plan my life better. So to do that kind of AI hypothesis, what kind of data strategies would I implement and would I collect? For example, you need to ask yourself those 10 different questions for data strategy and fill in the blank later on. So let me describe how to create data strategy. Ask yourself following 10 questions. What is desired output format? So what data is needed as input, which means, when I wake up, sleep, all those as example. What data actually exists already, and identify different source of data and how many examples are available, which frequency is or should be the data measured, is fast enough for the application, where it's produced, where it's desired, when it's deleted, when the data become outdated. So what are the features we want to develop, and can domain knowledge help reduce the amount of data needed? And is the data already part of the process? And which integrations would it be needed? And what are the process statistics, and how impact will be measured, and data source and their bias, blind spot in data, and how many more depends on your situations. And then that's my sleep score. So if you plug in the data strategy to my sleep score I showed you earlier, it looks like this. Nancy have really bad sleep. The AI is able to start to take the information like this and could say, so what the desired output format? So it defined as the token suggestion defining what to do, and impact to the users, suggestions of how to do it. For example, the AI could give me the suggestion saying, hey, Nancy, let's schedule a massage for you tomorrow in the clinics X near your work or home, so that you can go relax to an important presentation next week. Would you like me to send them an email asking for a session at 7:30 p.m.? after your normal working hours. So this desired output format, we will want AI to perform. Now, what data is actually needed as input, right? And is users' routine or habit, good or bad, and working appointment, all of those. Maybe they need to do API integration with my calendar, all these information. And then you start to validate, understand. For example, you identify different sources that actually data exists. For example, the iPhone geographical location regarding do I go out or not today. Apple Watch stress measurement, in this case, is Oura Ring. I want you guys to see Apple Watch equals Oura Ring in this case example. I just use ring more than watch. That's the difference. More fashionable for women as well. So Apple Watch stress measurement equals to the ring. The ring has stress measurement on the app as well. All right, and has stress management data, working calendar, perfect. They have it already. Google Maps, so that you're able to locate services and the contact information based on the recommendation you give. See, that's all the data already exists we can leverage today. Now, how many examples are available? Right. So in this case, it really depends on Apple database and extract data from other team members we have. In this case, I know for Oura Ring, I have all the data I have. They give me all possible data to track if I want to export. All right. So now with which frequency it should be data measured. Is it fast enough for application routine activity should be measured daily, or is possible to suggestion for next day become available. So in this case, for the Oura Ring, I know they measure every single minute, every single seconds, right? So this is the frequency, we know it already. Now, where it's produced in this case is Oura Ring or Apple Watch. And at the same time, you also have geographical location like iPhone or Google Calendar or Outlook, like where it's resided. You can store them in Apple Cloud. In case of a Apple system for Oura Ring, we have our own Oura Ring Cloud. The data they already had, right? So and then calendar is stored in like Google Work Calendar. So it's deleted, never delete all your data so far for your health data. So when data become outdated, we need to ask this question to ourselves as well. Okay, so it is when all the like health data plus my work data schedule is out, it is in the beginning of the week. Recommendation should consider next week's event, so you know what's happening next week, so that user have time to perform them. Instead of, hey, today Dr. Nancy giving a talk with the management with Hannah and Michael, you should do massage today. Or say too late, this 12 o'clock, I do massage right now. So it's better to know what's coming next week. So that's where we talk about data become outdated, the range of data you should leverage and think about. Okay, so now then you think about what are the features, right? In this case, title, description, location, calendar, event. Let's say if they want to, and we say, yes, I want to book a massage. So you should include the title, some massage place, description, location, calendar, event, stress level management, and date of last time the user invested in well-being, which means when was the last time I go to the gym. Embarrassingly, not as much, but I push my daughter to school, to her daycare in the morning. So I run over to the daycare. I consider that as a workout. As example, I did workout today. And user professions, what I do, I work from home as an AI product manager, as a coach, and users does home office and all those information. All right. Can domain knowledge help reduce the amount of data needed? We need to validate this. So in this way, why this question is important, can domain knowledge help reduce the amount of data needed, is that data is a field to AI, right? And if there's existing data or domain knowledge can help you reduce the amount of data or help you enhance the quality of data, you should definitely take advantage of that, right? In that case, which is, yes, healthcare literature could show common links between well-being activities and higher activities based on professions or any health issues coming up. So those are existing healthcare literature can help out in terms of enhance your existing data quality. So is data already part of the process? Yes. Most of the data is already being generated during working hours and also captured automatically through all my meetings, different things, and new data to close the loop needed to acquire. In this case, user feedback. This is a new data. Understand? you have my existing ring data, my geographical location data. New data we need is user feedback on the benefit, the observed, and the relevant of the suggestions. That's why when you see the R Match AI, if you pay attention to their demo, you can see people directly have like or heart or save all the like art. That's the user feedback. So that you continue take the user feedback to continue train your model. All right. And then which integration will be needed? The straightforward API integration with Apple Cloud, Outlook, Google Calendar, all of this. Now is the statistics regarding like how much people invest in well-being and how much should they be investing. I heard that people need to work out like 150 minutes per week. I don't say I'm hitting the numbers, but I heard there's some numbers around this. Maybe some people go to gym 7 days per week. You can be my accountability partner. And you do that. And then which professions, locations be higher demand for well-being and purchasing power. See, maybe I live in Miami. I think people are very looking into well-being and have higher purchasing power in Miami. So you need to answer maybe when you launch your first AI product, you can go to Miami first because people have six packs everywhere except me in Miami. As example, so or other places that link to your go-to-market strategies. Okay, so how impact we measure? Great question. Right, so you suggest me take a massage before today's talk. I really appreciate the suggestions, and then I trust your idea. I book a massage place. Now, how impact we measured? In this case, it's based on user feedback and prompt on the Apple Watch or Oura Ring or the app you have and monitor the number of followed recommendations. You recommend me to do massage, facial, all kind of stuff. How many of the recommendations follow? You give me 100 recommendations, follow one. I don't think that good. Also, therefore, measurement is important for the success of an AI product as well. Okay, so this is a data strategy. I guarantee you, lots of you guys, before you even start your AI product, a lot of people didn't think this far. So let's use AI, but do you think through those 10, 20 different questions before you even start building this? Only take you a few days to really create your data strategy, but people do not do that. Okay, the download we give you later on has all the questions you can ask yourself when you define your AI hypothesis, validate your ideas. Okay, no need to like write too much. There's too much going on. So I give you the downloads. You can ask those questions later on yourself. Now here comes the very fun part, which is AI POC. Okay, so AI POC means that use real data samples, use off-the-shelf solutions, and is ideally a real AI model, but could also be a concierge MVP when high level of domain knowledge is needed. The AI delivery must be so useful, user don't care with the interface at the stage for AI POC. So let me put it in the practice. What's it look like? Okay, cool. Here's my Oura Rings, some of the suggestions. What suggestion? Daytime stress level. Your body has experienced more stress than usual today, Nancy. Each time I see data, I feel very bad, by the way, guys. I can't believe I'm doing my personal data to train you how to do. Oh, it's very stressful. I thought Nancy has a stressful life. Okay, so I getting those prompts. They need to test out. Like I really think I'm the early adopter for this AI apps. They more than AI app, AI recommendations. I do, but you test out. I feel like I do it, but do I really trust it? So here is how to define the AI POC. Okay, so first they test your concierge MVP. What is concierge MVP? For example, in this case, you can ask users, which me, manually export my data and calendar schedule without building API integration. Understand the concept we teach you here? We don't need software engineers. We shouldn't hire software engineer in the stage. Why we help them to build an API? Right? You don't even know, do I say it? I like to use AI recommendation, book a massage, but you haven't tested out. Saying it, you usually like to say nice things. Saying it different from being a paid and reoccurring like customers. Okay, so that's why we don't hire software engineers starting from beginning. We directly can, Nancy, if you're really into it, why don't we have you manually export your data and the work schedule? and see the recommendation will give you, you like to take it. So yes, give it a try, right? And then step number 2, we can do this. You have a human using ChatGPT to generate suggestions based on users' data and manually schedule the well-being sessions and do the follow-up. Understand? We don't hire an engineer here. You test out. And then, of course, with ChatGPT, you can use Claude or anything, all right? And then you can also use prompt engineering. Remember we said earlier, if you have an existing database of knowledge of your well-being, how often people need to work out, would be massage number 1 recommendation for moms who are stressed out with 2 kids. Example, right? All these like prompt engineering, adding to ChatGPT and generating those like suggestions right away. Okay, and then you can manually schedule those massage. And then you measure the impact by directly asking the user. In this case, it's me, Nancy. We manually schedule the massage for you. We manually ask ChatGPT to make recommendations. You went to the massage already. Great job. What kind of feedback do you have for us? It's all by direct asking the users. All right. This is the first test, concierge MVP. And then second test is more automated MVP. All right. In this case, you can create first app by export like Apple Math health data to the drive. You can use different kind of Zapier, any kind of integration or something called Health Kit. All right, and then you can use Zapier to integrate the health data with Outlook and a Google Calendar and OpenAI as a very easy drag and drop tool. And without engineers at this moment, right? And then you can send data to OpenAI and use a prompt. And here's the prompt: will customize assistant to suggest well-being improvement activities and research, ThinkMD, or list of world's trustworthy well-being website based on the user's data. All right, so that's the second task we need to do. And then after all the like recommendation from ThinkMD and ChatGPT example through prompt engineering, and then you can start to integrate with Azure text-to-speech AI, and send audio via WhatsApp. Which means that, hey, if we have this ready, can we, and Azure today already has these features, and you can leverage their cloud existing modules, text-to-speech AI, and send me this voice recommendation. Say, Nancy, we recommend you do a massage tonight. Do you want me to book it, right? So this is all the audio through WhatsApp. And then apply a survey to measure impact, and send automated WhatsApp messages and asking feedback after well-being session happened. We see how we evolve the AI POC as we go and try to minimize the large like team of engineers to do it early. Understand this, we're not even using agile methodology right now. We just test out, can this AI solving problem do people like Dr. Nancy willing to take advantage of massage recommendations as example, and trust AI's recommendation, and the AI schedules the time in the right time given my very busy schedule as example. Okay, and then after you build AI POC, also validate input or output with customers, which means you perform real-world pilot, you validate hypothesis, fine-tune output format, validate the level of performance needed, and make sure the expected actions being triggered by users, and get the quantitative data, and ideally impact metrics connected with the business value. And this is the example we have here. So now let me go through this regarding output and input validation customers. Is very straightforward. Perform real-world pilot. For example, get a health-conscious Apple Watch user to test it, like me. Validate hypothesis, implementing AI suggestions, and can really improve their life quality or not. Maybe a massage doesn't really help me do better. I sound very depressed today using all my health there. Yes, I'm a healthy mom. I did workout this morning. I pushed my to daycare. I ran to daycare. Okay, so I not bad. Fine-tune the output format. Is the suggestion actually correct or easy to follow, and is it real time or not? Validate the level of performance needed. How many false positive, false negative are acceptable? See, so AI hallucinate. But how much is acceptable? 50%, 80%, all of those, and not bad enough to destroy my trust, but they tolerable as example, right? So make sure the expected action is being triggered by the users. So which means, do people actually implement AI suggestion? Do I actually go to the massage place, right? And then get the quality data and quantity data, and you can do this through survey or A/B testing. all these different improve the AI. Okay, so now I just finished AI hypothesis loop. There's a lot going on. We actually hit 1 hour, 30 minutes mark on the dot. But I for the rest of framework, we don't have time to go in depth. But I do want to spend 2 minutes going through the rest of framework because you connect them. After validate the AI hypothesis, that's where the traditional agile methodology is jumping in. Right now, people like Nancy like to spend some money, improve herself, sleep better, get some massage, all those. Okay, so now you need to have engineering to build your MVP. And then you continue to voice customer interviews regarding the different features, continue to get more feedback from customers. It's a loop, okay? And then also like enhance your user experience journey. So this is traditional agile product management. I think it's very straightforward. I'm not going to repeat this, okay? All your product managers, you know what to do. And then at here, that's where you figure out AI product market fit. Okay, at here, you figure out, so what are your AI feature validated? It's time to build the best way to deliver it. Develop secondary features that guarantee the delivery of the main AI feature and value for users. Reduce improve your monetization strategy. Acquire funding, stakeholders approval, and thanks to your impact metrics. You may get metric first before you get funding. Okay, build a product team, straightforward. And then this is traditional like agile development process framework. Okay, and then after you build it, you have your AI MVP. Now it's time to launch a product and scale your product. Okay, so that here, I just go through this scalability very quickly. We don't have time to dive deeper, but I have a separate AI workshop. I dive deeper there, and there's 3 people should join. I will share you the link later on how to join. But this is high level scalability. That's when you scale and generate strategies and scale into dominance the entire market. In the stage, you need to pay attention to how data varies among different clients, maybe different from between men and women. I don't know. Any kind of differences, different clients. And what is the minimum level of fine tuning necessary for AI to be reused? Okay. Maybe hopefully not as much fine tuning for each individual users. And how to pre-processing must be be robust to the new settings, and also access impact data drift, concept drift, AI bias, legislation, all these. And then AI infrastructure scalability, as I mentioned, AI ML ops is very critical. If you apply for AI product manager job in Netflix, they clearly put a JD saying that, hey, we want people to have experience with ML ops. All right, that's where the AI infrastructure scalability coming in. As I said, we all the questions at 40 different questions you need to ask yourself to validate AI hypothesis. I have a download. Feel free to take a screenshot right now, and Michael can also send you the link later on. The 40 different questions you need to ask yourself. Okay, and then it's a prompt, the AI prompt for you to validate your AI hypothesis. Feel free to take a screenshot right now, and then you can download this and ask yourself these questions. I guarantee you it's going to save you so much time and money, and also make stakeholders, your boss, exactly happy regarding you're able to clearly how AI is able to impact the business value for company and validate it without money, without having a team of engineers. And of course, we have many different demos. We can send you links later on. I don't think we have time to go through each of the individual product demos, which have 40 different them. Okay, that's high level what we have. But I also want to talk about some bonus session here, only 2 minutes regarding hiring secrets. I understand most of you want to become AI PM today. So let me show you regarding the latest hiring secret for AI product. So AI PM hiring secrets, what hiring manager looking for. AI hiring managers and experts, they are Gen AI PM and Amazon AI PM, AI UX designer, Microsoft, NVIDIA. So they gave a unanimous answer regarding, I asked them, what are you looking for? How do you choose? There are tens of thousands of people apply for the same AI jobs nowadays. So they're looking for things like this. They're creating AI product from one. They're also looking for people who have experience creating data pipeline, and deal with hallucination and data drifting, and understand the technical challenges of AI implementation, and communicate with engineers effectively, and also making technical decisions regarding what kind of model to use in what situation and where to find those data. All these are included in terms of what hiring manager is looking for. So therefore, it's more than just I have some AI hypothesis. I want you also today implement everything we had, and also had your own like real life engineering team to build something and then have real users. Or it's very hard to experience hallucination because it's no user, no hallucination, no data, no drifting. Data drift after people start using it, you will see data drifting, concept shift, all those happen in developing your real life AI product. Okay, now when you go out for interviews with questions like this, and you can take short regular interview questions, okay, just so that you can prepare if you do go out for interviews. So we'll ask you a question like, tell me about your experience creating AI product from 0 to 1. What process creating a like large chat product? How do you build data pipeline? How do you deal with data drifting? How would you work? Who do you work to create your AI product? All those questions be asked in your interviews. Okay, cool. Let's do Q&A. I think it's straightforward. Cool. I will hand over back to Hannah. We're very much on time. Very happy.
Yeah. Well, so now we were wanting to go through the framework with a live example, but I'm not sure that we're going to have time to go through the full edition of the framework. Maybe there's a few steps that we can try out. Michael, do we have any ideas from the initial poll that we could probably pull in, or if anyone has any ideas that they'd like to see validated, or maybe walk through any of the steps that Nancy covered in particular to kind of get a better case study on how to perform some steps of the framework, then we can perhaps just focus on some areas where people want some more clarity.
Yeah, I posted the results from the poll at the beginning in the doc, so it's just below the discussion outline. And there was also one suggestion in the chat as well from Yaron.
Okay. Okay, so we've got, I'm just going to put in into the chat some of the suggestions that we got. And if anyone wants to maybe +1 any of the ideas here so that we can kind of get a sense of what we'd like to see validated, what people will find most valuable. Let's see here. I'm just going to create a little list here of the, oh, sorry. I was hoping to add more bullets there. Okay, so just the options here. So we've got an OpenAI AI agents for UX regression testing, an internal code review tool. Oh, sorry, it's probably some more context than people wanted to give. AI in PLM, an agent for new employee onboarding. That could be very useful. Healthcare navigation. And then Yaron's, I'm not sure if that was a joke, app that measures the energy you get back from your kids. If anyone has energy that they've gotten back from their kids, I'd love to know an app that helps to make that happen. Okay, so is there anything that someone would like to further validate here, or is more interested in reviewing? It looks like Michael.
Or anybody who is currently working on an AI product, that's even better. Usually the way we teach our students inside of PM Accelerator, they already have some ideas already. Then we do it live, which is directly to, hey, you're working on this together, or they think through it, but they don't have an AI POC. So, or anybody you already working on your own, put it here. Did
Okay,
everybody catch? Yeah.
Sorry, because we, I know we passed the hour mark, so some folks are heading off to other meetings and that kind of thing who can't stay for the full 90. I'm just going to make, oh, cool, Mara. That sounds really cool. I'm going to make an executive decision to work on a new employee onboarding agent, because I feel like that is a pretty, like it's an idea that I think has a lot of case and my ideas specifically. I'm not sure if the person who put that into the chat is still with us, who can answer some more questions, but let's, I could, maybe I could stand in for them to the best of my ability. Okay. So how would we apply framework? Let's maybe go with official stages. We're trying to validate an idea for a employee onboarding agent, AI agent.
Very cool. We can do this. Let's do this. I think Hannah. Oh, is the person here? Is the person here is better? And if not, yeah, Hannah, you can just be the stand-in. Is that person here? Put one in the chat if you're here. Or we can pick Mara. Mara is here. She says she's working on visual storytelling platform. We can do onboarding. We can have Mara to do it. But Hannah, you make decision. Either way, we're fine.
Yeah, that might be best since Mara is or actively working on the platform and be able to answer some questions. Even Mara, they don't have to be, company secrets or anything like that. If you want to hedge the numbers a little bit, just so we have like a quantifiable example. All right, awesome. Okay, and Mara's sending messages to the host and panelists, so not everyone might see her interactions. So, but we see her. Okay, so perfect. Oh, that's okay. Honestly, Mara, whatever you're comfortable with, because if you are, working on anything you don't want everybody to know about, that's whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so Nancy, did you want to take it away if you want to walk Mara through the process using her concept?
Can we unmute her? I want to ask her a question. Visual storytelling platform for who? Like who is the end users? Can she
I'm not sure if we
unmute
can,
or not?
I don't think we can unmute specific. Michael might correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I can speak.
Oh,
So-
great.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Awesome.
need to know the user. This is too broad. Visual storytelling for my kids. That's different. Managers.
Yeah, it's
tell us the
actually,
end users.
it's actually quite interesting because we started with actually another hypothesis initially, and once we launched the product, how they say at the end of the day, you think you build the product, but users are thinking about something completely different, or they use it completely different. So our use cases are mainly on education and marketing. As an example, teachers are using it to make their lessons more interactive and engaging for the new generations, and marketers are using it for simplifying the creative process and delivering a different kind of visual, because we are mainly focusing on comics.
You cut off a little bit. Let me understand you. It's for marketing teams, they're creating visuals for their target customers, right?
Yes, and for educators, like teachers.
Okay, and do you mind to share everyone regarding the name of the company? You put it to everyone already public, so it's UPS. What is SRY? Is it UPS?
Oh, I
as
think
a
she
company?
says oops, sorry, because she was sending
Yeah.
Sorry. Means that, sorry. Okay. May I know this is we see this? Can we talk about this as UPS want to educate, create the storytelling for marketing team and also for education purposes for teachers as well? Can I just use that as an example using UPS?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So now let's go through this framework together. Visual storytelling for educators and marketers who want to use pictures and type of ways to go to communicate the stories. Okay. So now the way we do it, you start AI hypothesis. Do you already have AI hypothesis? I can create one for you, but I think you have been working on this. It's better you go through the framework. What outcome you want to have?
So actually, I don't have any AI hypothesis. I mainly focused on the output, or on the impact actually the comics / the visuals will have on our users.
Okay, so in that case, let me create something for you. Actually, you already have, looks like you have ideas regarding the impact to users with the outcome, right? You need to put into the framework of AI hypothesis. You have already, let me teach you how to put it in. Now I create something random because this is your product. I just say out loud, okay? So in this case, could be if marketer, because you have two end users, one the marketer, one is like educator, right? So let's pick one for now because different people might
Yeah,
use it differently. If
definitely.
marketer, right? So if a marketer of UPS, right, AI and decide to, this is user, if a marketer and of UPS decide to create some marketing campaign using the AI visual storytelling platforms, and then this platform is going to give here, see what the outcome here, the actions. And this platform is going to ask a sequence of questions to understand the campaign mission and automatically generate visual storytelling based on text-based campaign messages with 50% precision in the first shot, and enable end users to tweak it as it go. And in return, the marketers is able to create faster time in creating marketing campaign and through visual picture and video based marketing materials, so that we are able to increase the productivities of the marketing team and potentially have a better visual and video and picture based marketing materials presented to the end user who receives the marketing campaign. And our AI company, sounds like it's an internal tool. Okay, let's see, you're selling this AI product to UPS. In this case, could be our company. In this case, can capture. In this case, is monthly subscription. In this case, could be can capture the monthly subscription fee from companies like UPS. Okay, so this is your AI hypothesis. But in the middle, I make some like imaginations regarding how you interact with the marketer. In that case, I said earlier, if you're able to create some like automatically AI generated visual storytelling, pictures and videos based on the campaign missions and text-based information of your campaign, right? So this is AI hypothesis. I hope people can follow through this. It's very easy. Just put it in what you imagine could look like. That's the result you're looking for, right? Now, data strategy, and again, there are so many data strategies like I don't think we have time to go through all of those data strategy, but we need to think about, for example, for your product, what is the like existing data we can leverage for today's not presentation. You can leverage for today's visual storytelling. For example, it could be your past campaign data, could be also your customer data, what kind of campaign in the past as an example, so they can find your model to see if the effective of the campaign is good. And then you can also look into in terms of, do we have past visual storytelling campaign staff, and understand regarding like when you're creating marketing campaign, probably you have different kind of like metrics outcome you also set it here as well in terms of data. Now, some part of data, which is the data already part of the process, and any existing like domain knowledge can help us to reduce the amount of data or improve the quality of data. So which means that in your company, do you have any past successful campaign, especially visual campaign, we can leverage for training purposes, right? And now for AI POC, it's also so cool. Let me show this to you. That's the best part for AI POC. Let me show the entire slides here. Hold on. Okay, so your AI POC could be this way. You can design your first concierge MVP, which means in this case, it could be you manually take the marketing campaign, pick one marketing campaign, manually take it, and start to upload it into existing image generation models. Right now, you can use DALL-E, Midjourney, and I believe there's one, Stable Diffusion, those three, and manually test out basic marketing campaign with right description of the outcome. As example, this could be a first concierge MVP. Okay, so Mara, does this make sense to you? Do you think you can continue this yourself and then you tell me what you think and then I modify your answers? I think it's better instead of me creating everything for you. You want to do that?
So it's not necessarily what I do, but we can go on your script, sure. Okay, so this is for the very beginning, like to fine-tune the model based on the previous campaigns that worked for the customer, right?
Yeah. So basically, what here is we're designing AI POC right now. We talk about different data strategy regarding existing data in your company, which you have. We can go through this together, right? For example, for all the campaign we discussed earlier, do you have any existing data that you think we can leverage to create those campaign right now within your company?
I'm just gonna interject here since we have about 5 usable minutes left before we start to wind down. So it might be best just for time's sake to just zero in on any area of the framework that maybe specifically folks struggle with or have a hard time comprehending, just so that we can kind of focus on what's the best takeaway for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. So basically, everybody you go through, I hope you went through this experience with Mara already. And then next part basically create your how to test out your AI POC, and we can. Mara, question for you. Is this a framework clear? And if you want, you can tell me what is your AI POC to test out your ideas before you have your entire large engineering team to build it. Well, how would you?
Yeah, so it was. It was a super simple flow. We divided in 3 steps. One was to create your own character. The second one was to upload your story or write it down, choose a style. And the third one was actually the output. So the whole process would take like under 1 minute. We built it in like 4 weeks and just launched it.
Did you test out with your users when you build your AI POC?
Yeah, we did the user testing interviews to see if the flow makes sense for them.
Very cool. Did you, for example, manually using any existing image generation model or video generation model to generate some output for them when you test out with your users?
Yeah, definitely. We used some APIs. It doesn't make sense to build our own model without validating.
Cool. All right, great, cool. So it looks like you went through the framework yourself already. Perfect. Okay. Great, very good example. So I want everybody to go through the frame, basically ask you also 40 different questions. You're able to design your entire the AI POC and understand what's the best way to generate value for your customers. Okay, cool. All right, so now hand it back to Hannah. Thank you for your time,
so
Mara.
much.
Thank you, Mara, for doing that. That was we've never had someone unmute before, so that was it was wonderful. Thank you for volunteering. Okay, so we are basically towards the end of our session here. I just want to talk a few minutes about some of the important things we want to share before we say goodnight. And then if we have any remaining questions at the end of that, we can get to those. But the first thing is that we love feedback. So if you do have a few moments to spare, Michael will be posting our link to our feedback poll in the chat. So please feel free to let us know what you thought of today's session. We do read all the responses and we do take them into account for future sessions. The second is a link to the framework that Nancy has gone over with us. I know that there's a lot to the framework. We thought that 90 minutes is lots to cover the session, but obviously good work that's thorough and that actually is robust and helpful. It generally doesn't fit into a 90-minute session. So obviously there's lots to cover and lots to revisit. So we will be providing a link to that so that you can review it and apply it to your own AI product ideas in the future. And then Nancy also offers a free workshop to go into a lot of these things in more depth, as well as other offerings. So I'll give her a few minutes just to talk a little bit about some of the free workshop offerings that she has, as well as kind of what kind of ladders up from there if you're interested.
Yeah, cool. Let me share my slides very quickly. And we, as I mentioned, we already launched 40 different products inside of PM Accelerator. If you also need additional help to to build real life AI product with a team of software developers, data scientists, designers, and team about 10 people, and launch a real life AI product so that you can either become AI product manager or become your start your AI startup. You should join us for our next AI PM bootcamp. Actually, it's starting September 15 and to November 11th, total 11 weeks, so that you are able to directly achieve your AI entrepreneur journey or product management journey. You also get access to our entire PMA, which is our Common Product Manager Accelerator alumni network, over 1,500 people to do your referral into your next new job as well. The way to learn more about AI PM Bootcamp is actually take a screenshot right now and then scan the barcode to join our AI PM workshop. It's free, where I dive deeper regarding how to become an AI product manager in 90 days and fast track your career. And then if anybody interested in joining our AI PM bootcamp afterwards, you can talk to our team to learn more, see if it's a good fit for your goal. And then everyone who came through the product management, you are the product manager, you're able to get 10% discount for all of our training and courses and hands-on experience as well. So we're going to put the link in the chat for you guys to register for the AI PM workshop to learn more, and it's totally free for people to dive deeper with top of the path to AI product management within 90 days.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Nancy, for all of your time today. It was a big workshop and long session. So we appreciate all of your contributions and stamina. But I wanted to thank everybody who made some time today to join us for the session. Anybody who's listening and revisiting the session later, thank you so much for your interest and for supporting us. And have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care, everybody.